Let's look at this first game tonight on Thursday between Brooklyn and Miami in the Eastern Conference, and this game tips off tonight on Thursday, 7:30 Eastern, part of the two games that are on NBA TV. And I think the home team keeps their momentum going. This is a Miami team that's in excellent current form, six straight wins. They've only covered three of those games though, because they had a narrow win against the Lakers, which started it off, and also a non-covering win against the Wizards. But they've since gone 3-1 ATS those last four wins, and I think they keep it going tonight in a revenge spot against the Brooklyn Nets from back on November 1st, in which they lost at home as a 6.5 point favorite, 109-105. Now the line's about a basket shorter. I like the value here with Miami minus 3.5 in revenge mode. We've also seen some money coming in this on the under in this game, and I wouldn't disagree. A little bit of his injury related, opened as high as 219 down to 215 and a half, 216. But I still think there's some value with the under. That first game, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, landed right on 204, or I'm sorry, 214, about a basket below this. And I think both defenses come to play here tonight, and both are in a rested spot as well after wins. So we'll look at Miami and the under in this early game tonight at 7:30 Eastern Thursday on NBA TV.
Hey, this is Bryan Leonard here on the NBA show, trying to get a best bet on this limited card for Thursday. We may have found one here. It's hard to give out a total on a Golden State game when you know that your best player, Stephen Curry, is not going to play. But keep in mind the history between these two teams. We're looking at a total of 227, I believe, here. It was 225 when they met up earlier, just a week or so ago. And in that game, they scored 280 combined points. But let's go back even further and see the point totals the last few times these teams have gotten together. In April, 261 points. In March, 265 points. In February, 255 points. And in January, 248. So they played 5 games with 248 points or more between these two teams, including the game, like as I mentioned, on November 3rd, just 13 days ago, 280 points. Curry's not playing in this game tonight. He's going to rest. That's a negative for the offense, but Draymond Green's not playing tonight. And I've seen Draymond Green play enough offense to know that's a help when he's not in there offensively. So he's a good defensive player. I think that'll make it a little bit easier for the Thunder to score here. Both teams dealing with some injuries as we go into this game. But when star players are out of a game, the bench guys have the ability to come in and get some meaningful minutes, which they hadn't gotten since college. And keep in mind, these are excellent. These are all-star players from college basketball. They've been trained all their lives. They're excellent players. And now a guy in front of them sits out. You don't automatically discount that team because of it. Obviously, without Curry out there, that's going to hurt. But the rest of the players on the team get more shots. They get more time to play. This has been an up and down team. Every time these two teams have gotten together, it's been up and down. And we're getting a total of 225, which is 23 points lower than any of the last 5 or 6 meetings between these two. I think this is a bargain here. It's opened up a little bit. It's 226 as an open. It's up to 227 now. That's the right way to play this one. I'm going to play the over between Oklahoma State and Golden State.
Hey guys, NBA Today, NBA tip-off show, I should say. Rob Veno here with the best bet for tonight's action. As mentioned ahead of me, limited card, but I'm going to go to the late game here and play Oklahoma City in a rare favorites role at Golden State. You don't see GSW underdog too many times at home. Obviously, a lot of that number has to do with the fact that Draymond Green under a 5-game suspension and Steph Curry out as well. So 2 of the 5 starters missing for Golden State in this game. I'm going to slightly apply an angle here that comes into play just this year, and that's this in-season tournament that's been going on. These teams met earlier this season. It was an in-season tournament game. Just going on history of all sports and the 30 plus years of handicapping, I can be of the opinion that the in-season tournament probably doesn't mean very much to Golden State. It means a heck of a lot to Oklahoma City. Now, in that game, Golden State did win 141-139. It was in OKC. I only bring it up because I think there could be, again, slight angle here on revenge motive for Oklahoma City. Didn't like that loss. I think they're a team that's playing hard in that in-season tournament, a team that hasn't won anything, that's trying to stack some type of credibility. They're a team on the rise. So we'll use that as small motivation here for OKC. Let's use current form as a bigger angle, though. Oklahoma City now 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. In those 5 wins, they've shot 48% or better from the field. Outstanding field goal shooting for the Oklahoma City Thunder. You combine that with the fact that in 5 of their last 6, Golden State has shot 43% or less. And you can see one team shooting the ball really well right now, one team not shooting it at all. And your best shooter is not available for tonight's game. So I think that favors Oklahoma City. Then we'll take a look at what the Thunder have done on the road this season. And on the road, they've been way better than they have at home. On the road, 5-2 straight up, 3-0 as a straight up favorite on the road. 5-2 against the spread away from home, 2-1 as a favorite against the spread. Again, they're in the favorites role here tonight. Golden State, they're about 50-50 without these guys that aren't starting here tonight. They're 23-25 without Draymond Green. That's a straight up record. They're 22-23 without Steph Curry. So, they're about 50-50 when these guys don't play. I think that all the indicators here point towards Oklahoma City. And remember, this is the first of a back-to-back. These teams are going to meet again in a couple of nights here at Golden State. So maybe Golden State plays the second one harder, but I think Oklahoma City comes to play here. Going to try the Oklahoma City side for today's show best bet. Oklahoma City -2.5 over Golden State.